Thank you for coming back. So this is the second segment of our weekly webcast on April 11th, 2015. And before I get started, I want to say to Leonard Green, thank you so much for filming these webcasts. It means so much to myself and to Jacqueline. All right. So for the second segment of this webcast, I want to take my time and tell you about our current leader, Yvonne Walker, and why I'm running to be our future leader. Our union has this statement that we're member driven. Unfortunately, since 2008, with Yvonne Walker's first election that she won, this has not been the case. And so we have to take a look back in time to see what has happened. And once you take this look back in time, you'll clearly see that Yvonne Walker has never really been for the members. She's been for herself. She's always acted in her own personal interests. So basically, even though she's the president from 2008 and she got reelected to a 4-year term, ironically, in 2011, even though we only have 3-year terms, she's basically run her own personal business. She has not been for our members. And so you say, why would she do that? You have to follow the money. She's been on union leave since 1998. Yvonne has lost touch with our members. And so when we went through the furloughs, did she offer to sacrifice 3 days of pay from her paycheck? She didn't offer that. And when Governor Brown won the election his second time in 2010, and he asked for a cost savings, she voluntarily said yes, because it doesn't affect her. She didn't lose any money. She did this again in 2012 with the side letter agreement. She gave up our money. And I'm giving you a constructive alternative. If elected, I will not give up your money. I will represent your interests and not my own. And I say this with sincerity. We will not pay more money for our pension. We have paid too much with the furloughs and the money we gave up in 2010 and 2012. And I keep restating this. If you want to know where you're going in the future, look at the past with your current leader and what she has done. It's ironic that in 2011, she tried to get a pay raise up to $150,000. When the members found out, the members reacted and she pulled that proposal. So it's very clear that she does not represent the members, she represents herself. And so in order to run your own personal business, you have to work with others. But she's not even working with our members. She works with special interests. If you look at the website, SEIU Local 1000 website lately, you'll see a picture of her with Governor Brown laughing and talking. Now this is the same governor that we lost money in 2010, we lost money in 2012, and he wants us again to pay more money for our pension in the next collective bargaining in 2016. You have not heard Yvonne Walker speak strongly against this. Why? Because she doesn't care. And so you say, well, how do you know that for sure? Then I would say to you, show us the transparency with the financial matters of the union. Unions across America in today's society, and probably in the past, have an image problem. And that image problem is due to corruption and wasteful spending. So our current union, when people have asked her, show us transparency, show us the financial records, she, Yvonne Walker, along with the attorneys in the union, have fought to prevent transparency. And so the question is raised, What are you hiding? If you're doing things correctly and you're really representing the members, then you don't have to hide anything. And I say this to you strongly. The lawsuit that was put in against the union years ago, if I was the leader, that would have never happened. Because our financial matters would be transparent. They'd be listed on the web. But you'll never see that transparency. You won't see where every dollar is spent because Yvonne Walker doesn't want you to know because she's running her own personal business. And she doesn't really care what you think. And I'm the only candidate running for statewide office that has the courage to stand up and tell you this. So when you hear people talking unfavorably about SEIU Local 1000, this is why they're saying these things. And it's really unfortunate because we really don't know if it's true or not. Because once again, we have no transparency. If you elect me for your next president, I promise you, I will give you total transparency, which raises another issue. I'm asking you to please vote. Some of you have stated that you don't want to vote because you don't think it will be transparent enough. You don't think the votes will be counted correctly. I simply say to you, you must have faith. You must vote. This is the United States of America. Never sacrifice your right to vote. So you must take part in this election. If you want to continue things the way they are, then vote Yvonne Walker back in. But if you want a true leader that has the courage to stand up and fight for you, to make things totally transparent, and by the way, my voting record since 2012, starting with the Seidler Agreement, is at my website. And I have spoken out against voter fraud at the Capitol at a hearing. I'm an open book. I've given you my address. You have my phone number. I've issued out the town hall challenges to Yvonne Walker and to the others running for statewide office. But they're not going to respond to this because they have things to hide, particularly Yvonne Walker. Yvonne, if you're watching this webcast, please respond. Tell me where I am wrong. Show us the financial paperwork of our union. Last time we filed a Form 990 was for tax year 2010. I have not seen on the internet or anywhere else where you have filed a Form 990. What are you hiding? But if you're running your own business, you don't have to show anyone anything. It's all about you. Well, I'm the constructive alternative to that. I will put our members first. I'm Richard Lewis Brown, and once again, I'm running for SEIU Local 1000 President. Thank you.